I'm Caleb Brooks with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at the Montgomery Academy here in Montgomery, Alabama, joined by head volleyball coach, Coach Julie Gordon. And Coach, your girls are playing really, really good volleyball this year again. Y'all have had really good run these last, 5-6 years really, and have been one of the best teams in the whole entire state. 1A through 7A, AHSAA, it don't really matter. What is it? You've been here for 41 years now, and what is it these last few years that has really helped y'all kind of amp up this program and really start to play probably the best volleyball y'all have played in your tenure here?
Well, we have, and I have to owe a lot to the dedication of the girls in our program. They go to camps, they go to setter clinics, they play club, but we work hard. We work hard in the summer, weights all summer long, and then open gyms in the summer, and I'm telling you, we have intense practices. We have very good practice, and I can't tell you how many times that I say, if we play like we practice, nobody's going to beat you out there. They work hard. They really do.
And I talked to Ann about this, but just women's sports here really in general have had a lot of success. I mean, tennis, volleyball, soccer. I mean, you can just keep on going down the list. What is it, especially on the female side, that has helped Montgomery Academy have so much success in these sports?
Yeah, like Ann Coburn said, our girls are dedicated. State championship in soccer, a runner-up in basketball, state championship in volleyball, and they care. That's the biggest thing. And I think the coaches, we have great coaches, and we know that it's not necessarily how hard you push these girls. We want it to have fun, and we pride ourselves on building relationships with our student athletes. And the basketball coach, myself, and then our soccer coach, we have strong relationships with our girls. And it's kind of like they want to work for us. I want to do the best I can to make, push them in practice and learn new drills and help them succeed. So I think it's a win-win situation with what we have.
You went to school at St. James, and then now you've been here for a long time at Montgomery Academy. And when did you know that you wanted to become a coach and you wanted to do this for, a living?
Well, I grew up with two brothers, and it's kind of like survival of the fittest at the household, and so it's like, I tried cheerleading for 1 year, and they stood in the stands and laughed at me. So I thought, well, I guess I'm going to do something else. But I mean, both of my brothers were great athletes, and so it was our family. And some girls might be growing up doing dolls and stuff like that, but I went hunting with my brothers and my dad, and so it's just how it kind of evolved. And then I was good in sports myself, and so it's just a natural fit. And then coming straight out of Auburn Graduate School and straight into Montgomery Academy, and for 41 years, this is an awesome school. But it's the faculty, the administration, and the commitment that these girls have to our sports programs that make it so worthwhile.
5 state championships for you in your career, and obviously you probably wish you had more and probably think that you could have more, but to have 5 is special. That you don't find, there's a lot of coaches don't even make a state championship game, and you've been able to win 5 of them. Obviously you're thinking about this year's team and what's ahead of y'all, but when you do kind of reflect, does it make you feel pretty special to know that you're sitting here with 5 state championships in your career as a volleyball coach?
It is special, and each one of those championships are special because of the people that were involved in it and the parents that back you. We have great parental support here at school. We work hard. I'm just telling you, I go to the AVCA convention every year. I never stop learning. I'm always, for doing it for this long, I'm still learning things, and I'm still trying new drills, and I love it, and when that love is gone, I know it's time to stop, but it's not I'm not ready right now. So we're going to press on, and we're going to keep working harder, and like Ann Coburn said, we have a calendar on the wall, and we're crossing off days, and we got the number of practices that we know how many are left, and it's methodical. We We work at it.
You know, you've reached some good milestones and wins, and you reached another one this year. And you know, when you hit those marks, you know, how special is that for you to kind of, you know, going along this line, you see, man, I'm at 1,100 wins, 1,200 wins, and you keep on going.
Yeah, 1,400 this year. And the one unique thing about that is I have sisters, and one of the sisters graduated many years ago. I reached 1,100 with her, and I have her younger sister and reached 400. So, you know, there's a big family here that goes to MA. And of course, what I remember the most is the team I reached that milestone with, and the pictures that when I go back and look at it, and I remember that team, specific team, and the same with this year. It's a very special team. This group of seniors is incredible with their leadership. It's almost like me, just don't get in their way and let them continue to do what they're doing, because they're doing a wonderful job. Tonight's senior night. It's very special around here, and yeah, so it's a special milestone for me, but it's special for who I get to share it with.
And you know, and I can kind of hear the emotion that you kind of get, you know, in your voice when you talk about how you love this still. And you know, so obviously you don't really plan on going away anytime soon. And you know, with this program, I mean, obviously, like we talked about, it's at the peak really of your tenure right now. So how do y'all continue this? You know, you're getting a target on your back. People are really talking about this program a lot now. I mean, you're the center of attention statewide in volleyball. So, you know, how do y'all continue this, and how do you deal with having that target on your back every single game that you go into? You
got to work hard. You got to work harder with competitive balance. It is what it is, so you just got to work hard. And we talk about that. We talk about having a target on our back. We have Enterprise and Pelham coming in this afternoon. We talk about how you have to play better against better schools. So it's a culture. You got to create that culture of working hard and playing hard and we focus on doing the little things better in harder matches. And that's what we're going to have to do today to be successful.
And, you know, when you play the teams like the Enterprises, the Pelhams, and things like that, I mean, how much does playing those teams really gear y'all up for this postseason run that you're about to have to go on?
Well, it's great. And we purposely compete against each other at this time of year because we want to be challenged. And actually the biggest learning curve for us in our program are our losses. So we want to take those losses and figure out, okay, what was this weakness and why? So was it our fault, or did they do something well and we didn't defend? So we break down film, we look at it, why did we make these mistakes? And now our goal in practice is to make those weaknesses our strengths, which is going to help us in the long run be a better team.
What are y'all's strengths? What are the strengths, you know, for this team this year?
The biggest thing, and this has happened 2 years in a row, we don't have one stud like a Caroline Kirkham, a Kayla White, who is off playing in Colorado. We don't have that one dominant player that is going to get the kills. What we do have is, when you look at stats at the end of each matches, the hits are spread out, the kills are spread out, and I'm getting 9 kills from 3 or 4 different players. And so how do you defend that? Well, you shut her down, okay, fine, then we're going to go to these others. And that's what we've done. The blocking has been good on maybe the outside hitter, okay, then we're going to run things behind the setter or go to this hitter, and it's worked well for us, and it's hard to defend a team like that.
Yeah.
A lot of teams have that one dominant hitter, you shut that hitter down, and then you might win that way. But I think it's a big plus for us to have so many hitters that can score points. And that was one thing that we focused on these last 2 years, is how are we going to score points? And getting that in the player's head, that it doesn't have to be a Mach 10 kill every time swing, that to scoring a tip, to scoring a push, to scoring an off-speed tip. All those things are score points, and that's score more points than your opponents. It's not rocket science, you know? And so when you get the girls believing in that and doing that, and the hitters, the defense doesn't know what you're going to do, whether you're going to kill it, tip, push, whatever, it kind of puts the advantage in our court.
Yeah. You know, like we mentioned, I mean, you've been doing this a long time, and so how has volleyball really evolved and changed, since you started coaching to where you're at now? You talked about how, how having different hitters. It hadn't really always been like that in volleyball. I mean, from what I know, it used to be you had that one person that you did count on, and that was pretty much it.
You did, and like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and the people that were on my original teams, they wouldn't make the team this year. Talent level is just gone crazy, but that's also with every sport.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids are getting taller, bigger, weight room is more important now, they're getting stronger.
And you mentioned the summer volleyball,
that's right.
stuff
that's
that
right.
they get to go play.
And club volleyball is, in Montgomery, it's getting better. In the Birmingham, Huntsville, Mobile area, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we are at a disadvantage because we might not have as many play club as these other big cities do. But I think the dedication of athletes is really changing, and just the desire to be the best you can be. Not that the others didn't, but I think just the commitment of sports altogether is just taken off.
This the time of year that your girls work for. Postseason play coming up, and y'all have had a lot of success in the postseason. And so, I asked Ann this, and I kind of want to ask you this. Y'all have been winning a lot of championships here recently. And so, are you kind of at a point as a program right now where it is kind of championship or bust on the feeling of the season, from within? Or do you feel like y'all can still have a season where you look back and go, we were really successful even though we didn't win it?
Well, I think when you get your program to the level that you're only satisfied with the championship, you're at a good point. Mm-hmm. With 32-5, that's great. That's really good, but that's not satisfying enough, And our road in the next 2.5 weeks is not easy, and we're going to have to really play well and work hard and get better. I'm still challenging them to get better in matches and get better in practice every day. But it never gets old, but you really have to work for it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Coach, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me and letting me come and visit you and visit your school here. And obviously, like I mentioned, y'all are the talk of the state. I mean, everybody knows about Montgomery Academy volleyball here, and I'm looking forward to seeing, y'all make this postseason run and seeing if y'all can come home with another blue map.
Me too. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks.
ma'am. Thank you.